Sasha and I are in the midst of harvesting, processing, and drying our garlic. And I wanted to share some notes since we have some examples here of the importance of harvesting scapes. It's a little late in the season, unless you're much further north than us, to do anything about it this year. But I want to show you why it matters to harvest scapes, especially in a dry year. So stick around. We've been growing garlic now for over 12 years, and over those years have improved our workflow and our strategies. This year we're trying a different system where we're actually, as we pull the heads, we're cleaning them a little bit coming out of the field and then laying them on racks on our porch to dry with some good airflow rather than bundling them. We had issues with mold in the past. But as we get these garlics out of the field, something that we're noticing very consistently, we've noticed this as a theme over the years, and this year has been very definitive, is that any of the heads that we harvested that we did not cut scapes earlier in the season had a pretty massive impact on the total size of the head, a negative impact. Just as an example, the types of hardneck that we grow, now this is without any irrigation. We did not bring water to these once, and it was a very dry, hot year. But with deep mulch, the garlic we grow has the capacity, the potential to become these massive, beautiful heads. And we're hoping to have enough that we can offer really good seed garlic for folks to grow heads like this in their own gardens. So you get a sense of how big the heads can be. On average, we have heads that we feel pretty darn nice about, and we're leaving the stalks long, you can see in that case, because an old timer told us 6 to 8 inches is the perfect length for curing. But what you can see here, this is a pile. These are heads that we pulled where just randomly a month ago when it was scape harvesting season, we missed the scapes on these. You can see they're still on there. And now if we had drip irrigation or sprinkler systems or that kind of stuff where we had incredibly long, heavy rains during the summer, this might not be as intense of a difference. But in a dry year or a challenging year, bulbs can be incredibly stunted for having the scapes remain. So the takeaway that we have definitively is that it is very important to harvest scapes from your garlic when they're nice and early, so the garlic can focus on developing nice large heads in the field. If you have no use for the scapes, that's fine. Invite others to come harvest them or harvest and donate them. But they're valuable, amazing food.
There are so many ways I'm sure people are preserving the scapes. I think there's an old video of me making pesto with them, I think using sumac, and this year I fermented them in a salt brine, just chopped them up and put them in a salt brine until they were pretty fermented, and then I strained them from the brine and pureed them with olive oil and lemon and black walnuts that we collected last year, and it was very, very good. I froze a lot of it and kept some in the jar in the fridge that we eat on a lot of stuff now. So there's one idea.
But if you want to have heads that can size up to these ridiculously beautiful size, even in a drought year, that scape removal is critical. So I should get back to it. We'll be continuing to harvest patch by patch. We try to do 1 patch a day of a few hundred heads. When it's all said and done, we may have 5,000 or 6,000 heads that come out. So we'll chip away at it over time. And that's the note to share with all of you. If you still have scapes on your garlic and you haven't harvested yet, cut those scapes. Maybe a little too late to have a positive influence now, but remember this for next year. Scapes come off as early as you can think to harvest them, enjoy them, and let those heads size up. Thanks for watching.
So I'm not doing